We got SGA 11K going up against Chicago. Should be a high scoring game. Chet, I think he got downgraded to questionable or something like that. I'm not even gonna check because I don't give a fuck about Chet. But we'll get to him shortly. Harden 9-5. Um, Clippers aren't a fast paced team. Neither is Orlando, and they both have good defenses. You need him to pay off that fantasy. You need him to pay off the salary. So I wouldn't play him in all my lineups. He's an okay play. I prefer paying for spend ups in fast paced games with lesser defenses. That's just me. I'm not saying Harden can't go out there and give you 50, but you you want faster paced games for faster, for more possessions. Giddy, if he's hurt, he needs to sit. If he's playing hurt, not producing the fantasy points, it doesn't make any sense. Everything in the NBA is stupid. Nothing makes sense. I'm trying my best not to harp on all the fucking festivities of Sunday. Um, I'm trying my best to not go there because I can't. It can't be every single day. You know, the same. Crying about the same shit every day. We're going through this shit. Obviously, the product is awful. Obviously, there's a lot of rigoroni going on. If you don't believe it, if you're playing this and you're not believing that something's not right, you know, may a higher power bless your soul. But there's absolutely rigoroni going on. I found out today that obviously in the news, in the media, you heard that there's some stuff going on in LA where some actors and musicians and athletes have been being what's that shit called? Um, what's that shit called? Blackmailed. Blackmailed. You know, making them pay to check in, all that stupid shit that's going on. And I found out one of the names today, and I'm not surprised. The name that I did find out today, he's not an active player, but he always want to be front and center anyway. So good for his stupid ass. But if you don't think that this player's out there being persuaded or whatever the case, forget Jonte Porter, forget Rozier. I mean, it's deeper. It's deeper than them two nitwits. Even though Rozier's case just went under the carpet, but every night is something. It doesn't make any sense. Listen, when I was first playing in 2016, 2015, and I didn't know what I was doing, I would have. Let's say I had a zero. I would still cash. That's not happening now. Like you could have everything right and still not cash. Like this is crazy. Like this is just it's unexplainable and it's crazy. It's crazy. You got players getting kicked out of games on purpose, going out of their way to get kicked out. Why are you going out of your way to get kicked out? It's obvious. It's clear as day. Yo, like I said, if Giddy's hurt, sit. If you're gonna play hurt and fuck up the lineups, then I don't know what to tell you. Morant, he's an okay play. I don't know what's going on in Memphis. Desmond Bain said he takes some responsibility for their head coach getting fired. I mean, they're in fifth place. I don't know. It ain't about the play. Plus, they've been injured for like the last 3 seasons. It's not about the play. I don't. Sometimes the media throw shit out and people just accept it. I watch this shit every day. He did not get fired over play. He didn't get fired because he's fifth in the Western. He didn't. That's not why he got fired. It's something else. And we all know that there's a lot of deep shit going on in the NBA because it's clear as day. It's clear as day. What else we got here? Tyler Hero. Did Miami quit yet? Great question. Tyler Hero's in play, but I'm not enthusiastic to play him. I'm not enthusiastic to play him. Last 4 games, he's been fine. He's taking. I just like the shots. You're gonna miss shots. I like the attempts. 17 and 17. If there's no Wiggins, he looks better. I think Bam had another down game. What the fuck's going on? Halliburton's been playing well, going up against his old team. Fire him up 8.6. Derek White. Don't need Derek White at 8K unless you got one of the Jays out. Monk, Sacramento quit. They absolutely quit. They're almost unrosterable, to be honest with you. What? Let me ask. Anybody out there know what the fuck I'm supposed to do with a $7,700 Malik Monk giving me 12 fantasy points? What am I supposed to do with that? Like, they traded De'Aaron Fox away to slide you in his spot, and you're putting up 12 fucking fantasy points. And that shit's supposed to be okay. Russell, I don't know why he's still $6,700. Is anyone in DraftKings working? He hasn't played over 30 minutes since he was on the Lakers. If that. Shit, he's barely getting 20 minutes. He played 32 minutes against Indiana. Probably didn't get subbed out in time. Indiana's fast-paced, 22 shots. 25 minutes, 19 minutes. Anybody know how many minutes D'Angelo Russell's going to get on Monday? I sure shit don't. Dinwiddie. I mean, AD's back. You got Washington. 66 is a big number for him to hit. I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm not interested in Dinwiddie. I'm not really interested in Keontae George, Pritchard, Holiday, Poole. I'm not interested in none of these guys. Pippen off the bench. Very risky. Not the worst player in the world. Not interested in him either. No Keon Johnson for me. Nembhard's okay if there's no Mathurin. Keon Ellis, he's going to start and do what? That's what I want to know. Come on, not this shit again. He's going to start and do what? Nothing. I'm going to give him a pass. Because usually when he starts, he's fine. I'm going to give him one pass. You're going up against Indiana, fast-paced team. This is Sacramento last chance. I'm going to give Ellis another shot. I'm going to give Malik Monk another shot. This is their last fucking shot. Because on paper, these guys shouldn't lose games. Then the game starts and they don't know how to play basketball. Sabonis, just play bigs against Sacramento. For all them stats Sabonis put up. And I'm a Sabonis guy. For all the stats Sabonis put up, opposing centers put up a lot of stats against them. A lot of stats against them too. So this is what Sacramento should do. Bump him to power forward. Bring Keegan Murray off the bench or DeRozan. I don't give a fuck. And go get a center. Put whoever you want at fucking point guard. And then try this shit again. Because if Sabonis is going to get dominated on the boards and centers are going to have their way in the paint, you ain't ever going to win shit. Last time Sacramento was scary was fucking 1999. The fuck are we doing? Who else is here? I'm not interested in Cole fucking Anthony. I'm not interested in fucking Kevin Simpson, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't care. I'm not in the mood. Today, I'm not gonna lie to you. Today just took all the wins out my sail. Or the sails out my wins. Whatever the fuck you call it. I just don't understand how we can't have one day. And please, for anybody out there, I know I gotta be specific when I talk because I complain about the NBA and then, you might get somebody to get it construed like I didn't cash. I'm not saying that. This has nothing to do with money. Nothing to do with cashing. None of that. I'm saying we just want a clean day. A clean slate. For people to do what they're supposed to fucking do. That's all we're asking for. We're not asking for much. We're not asking for handouts. Just let people, we don't want nobody to get thrown out on purpose. We don't want nobody, injuries are going to happen. Cool. Can't do nothing about that. But you got people with the fake fighting, getting thrown out of games. not shooting the ball, doing a lot of cardio. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Every day. It's 7 days in a week. This shit happens every day. 7 days. Where am I? Because all these point guards are trash anyway. Who the fuck is this? AJ Johnson. If he starts, he's an okay play. Davion Mitchell. If there's no Wiggins, actually, just give me Burke because he projects well and he gets out on the court and does nothing. 32 minutes and fucking 22 fantasy points is fucking sinister, especially for a guy that projects for 10 more fantasy points. Give me Burks. Burks has a motor. Give me Burks. I'm not interested in Nick Smith. Not interested in Bucky Williams. Kason Wallace if you're fucking desperate. I'm not fucking interested in Anthony Black. Fucking Leonard Kennard. I'm not interested in none of these fools. Caruso can't stay in the fucking game. What's the point? What? Why y'all trade for him? Y'all made this big blockbuster trade. Josh Giddey for Alex Caruso. This nigga plays 10 minutes a game, man. Get the fuck out of here with this shit. Get him off my fucking screen. I can't take the NBA seriously. I can't. I cannot. What are we doing? This is like fucking clown school. From Adam Silver to the GMs to the fucking owners to the fucking coaches to the fucking players to the fucking fake fans on Twitter. This shit is just like a Twilight Zone. Franz Wagner, he's an okay play. I mean, it's only him and Banchero. I know Wendell Carter likes to shoot, but he really shouldn't. Just fucking get the ball to fucking Banchero and get the fuck out the way. Bane, he's an okay play against Boston. He's an okay play. Kobe White's in play. We'll keep an eye on Jaylen Brown. If he's out, we give White a little bump. Nothing too crazy. Levine, one more shot. If they can't put up fantasy points against Indiana, they all need to retire. Shut the whole city down. Shut the whole team down. Yo, who's next? Norman Powell's. I don't really want to play Clippers like that, but he's an okay play. It's a 7-game slate. Very few plays that I like. Norman Powell, fine. Whatever, brother. Whatever. My head hurts. You never know what Klay Thompson's going to do. I mean, Klay Thompson's washed, but he still has his games. 15, 10, 17, 25. What am I supposed to do with that? I'm not winning any tournaments with 25 fantasy points. At 17 fantasy points, your night is over early. You see what I'm saying? Lou Dort if you're desperate. That's how bad it is. Y'all know I hate playing Lou Dort. I think I had Lou Dort in the winning lineup yesterday. I think. Pretty sure. I had him and Kason Wallace. That's how desperate I was. I was a desperate housewife. Yo, pause. That sounds crazy. Who's next? Yeah, fucking Tyrese Martin. What the fuck I'm supposed to do with him? He's not going to bring me to the promised land. I mean, you got to look at fantasy. You got to look at these spots like, yo, who's giving you 35 fantasy points? Because 20 ain't going to cut it. If you think that you're going to play somebody that's going to give you 20 fantasy points, that's what I need you to do. Hold your phone up to your light. Bring it back down to your face. Shut your phone off. Open up your bedroom window. Throw your phone out your window. Now go read a book. Because I don't know what y'all are thinking. You need 30, 35 fantasy points each spot. I'm dead serious. You can have 8 flames. You can have 7 flames on DraftKings. And your last guy have 30 fantasy points. And still be on the outside looking in of cash. We're in a new era. You see what I'm saying? Let's go to small forward because these guards are making me nauseous. I'm sorry. I just, you know, if you paid attention to NBA today, you understand how I feel, why I feel the way that I feel. It's just not a positive product. It's a very negative energy product. I think that's the best way to describe it. It saps all your energy. Um, Tatum's in play. What am I supposed to do with Jalen Williams? He played 29 minutes, 28 fantasy points. If you pay 8.4K for 29 fantasy points, your night's over. Might as well pop the Netflix and fucking watch some Blacklist or some shit. Fucking watch a movie because no fantasy for you. I'd be scared to play Jalen Williams. And if SGA has one of his games, you're not getting fucking 50 fantasy points out of Jalen Williams. You really want like 45, 46, like 48. Give me 48. DeRozan, can he give you 45? Well, you really need 48. Can he give you 45 fantasy points? Look, I know Sacramento's a bunch of underachievers. I'll take 45 fucking. I'm tired of this shit. Like we asking for the same. We asking for these people to just do the bare minimum. They always talk about you on all these podcasts. Oh, DeMar DeRozan, he's cold and he's this and he's that, but he can't punch his time card and give us 45 fucking fantasy points. Bare minimum. These people acting like we acting for gold and diamonds. Just punch your time card. What's so hard about that? What I'm gonna do with 30 fantasy points, DeMar? You're 8,300. 30 fantasy points does nothing. Your salary dictates what's expected of you. What am I supposed to do with 30 fantasy points? Then you go into the locker room, take a shower, change your clothes, go out to eat, go to the strip club, have the time of your life, and the rest of us are sitting here holding our nuts, eating cup of noodles because DeMar DeRozan didn't want to punch his time card. How did this shit go? How did this shit work? Because I want to know. Yo, any bigs on Indiana, just stack them against fucking Sacramento and watch. Just watch. Just peep. Watch. Just watch it. Watch Miles Turner go crazy. Fucking Sacramento, sorry. PJ Washington, I'm not really interested in paying 8.1K for him when AD is back. Because 8.2K and 34 fantasy points don't mix. If you're not getting value out of your salaries, you're not gonna cash. I'm so sorry. I hate to be the one to bring the bad news, but I'm playing this shit multiple times a day. I know what I'm talking about. What else is here? Najee Marshall off the bench, 7,300. No, thank you. If Najee Marshall comes off the bench at 7,300, I don't know how you play him. Who's this, Justin? Justin Champagny. Oh, by the way, speaking of Justin Champagny, because he's kind of the same boat as Kevin Porter. What'd I tell y'all? 22. Nobody's going to play him. 33. Oh, shit, we should have played him. 17. Oh, shit, we should have played him. No, I'm lying. We played him. He only played 17 minutes. I called this 2 weeks ago, so I called this last week. I told you exactly how this is going to go. And it went exactly how it went. Same thing with Kevin Porter. I said Kevin Porter's next game, he's going to play a lot of minutes, put up a lot of points, and that's what he did. What's happening right now? These are all coincidences that I told y'all were going to. How did I know this was going to happen if it's a coincidence? Neesmith. Neesmith is fine. Who's this? Kobe Jones, fine. I'm not interested in the Kogi. Not interested in Daquan Jeffries if you're playing a lot of lineups. I know some games he likes to shoot. He played 30 minutes. Maybe just give me him when there's no Miles Bridges because I don't know what he's doing, to be honest. I don't know what anybody's doing. Who the fuck is this? Fucking Pele. 30 minutes, 40 fantasy points. Y'all think I trust this? And then we play him tomorrow and then what? Fucking 14 minutes, 3 fantasy points in a fucking Kit Kat bar. Yeah, I'm not falling for this shit. Listen, if he starts again and you're playing many lineups, you could throw him in one. But, back in the day, you used to get value. You throw your value in every lineup. Now you got to play so cautiously. You got to split your people up, Oh, like I split up Tobias Harris today. I played Tobias Harris in one lineup because my spidey senses was just like, don't put him in everything. He wasn't like a spectacular player or anything, but he was just cheap. You can't do that. You can't do this to people. You can't do this to people. People spending their hard-earned money on this shit. And they do this every night. People will always say, yo, you should go speak on ESPN, or you should go speak on with Steven. The thing is, if I was on one of those platforms, they would never have me back because you're not allowed to speak the truth on those platforms. They'll just talk all hot nonsense that they're told to talk. That's why they talk like that. That's why they get into so much issues with other people. Nobody talks about the real stuff. They promote their partnership with DraftKings all the time. They commercials, all their, bet this, bet that, use my code. Meanwhile, we're getting frauded and bent over and cucked in broad daylight every single day. Let's go to power forward. Actually, before we, if you're new here, welcome. I appreciate you taking time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video. If you're struggling to cash, you want me to help you. With everything going on in the NBA, now we have MLB. No problem. Check out the Patreon link in the description. Check out the channel membership right here on YouTube. Super chats are open. Everything else is in the description. Once you get into the Patreon or the channel memberships, make sure you pick and choose the correct tier that you want lineups for, and then once you tap in, then you'll be good to go. And if you're an existing member in the Patreon or the channel memberships, just double check your tiers. Make sure you're in the right tier that you need, so that going forward Monday, I can send everybody the correct lineups and the correct tiers, because I've been just well, they know. So let's go to power forward. Let's try to wrap this video up, because I ain't gonna lie to you. One thing I don't do is lie to y'all. The NBA really just took all the energy out of me today with their foolishness. The fucking Isaiah Stewart, because he had no reason to be involved in that. The Nas Reed foolishness. The Dylan Brooks foolishness. I know KD got hurt. That wasn't his fault. Tobias Harris. Alvarado doing nothing all game. Fucking just Schroeder doing nothing. It's just, I can't. Every day, like, we had baseball for like a few days, and everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. Obviously, you're not going to win every slate, but people are coming to work. They're trying. They're coming to work. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. NBA is so different. So different. It's such a criminal enterprise in a lot of ways. Tatum 10-2. I spoke about Tatum already. Banchero's in play, too cheap. Bridges is in play. Bam Adebayo. What? You look. I'm not gonna say nothing. All I'm gonna say, if you pay $8,400 and get $32.75 in return, Your lineup is dead in the water. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to keep it moving. Jaren Jackson, he's an okay play. Siakam, oh, give me Siakam against Sacramento because of what I said earlier. Chet is a bitch. Let's continue. Yo, they really hyped him up like he was something. All he is cheeks. I think Filipowski's in play. I think Walker's out. Kessler. Look, I'll check on that in a second. Keegan Murray. He seems to be all right when he gets the ball. The thing is, he has to get the ball. 25, 47, 28, 19 fantasy points. I'll give him a shot. Aldama if you're desperate. Watford's in play. Justin Champagny, you want to take a shot if you're playing like 10 lineups, go for it. Buzelis is in play. Toppin is in play, even though he's not going to get a lot of minutes. Lyles is in play if you're desperate. Let's go to center. Sabonis is an okay play. Let's give Porzingis a little bump if there's no Jaylen Brown. Zubac is in play, but I don't like this game environment. Vooch is in play. We'll see what's going on with Gafford. Hartenstein left the game early on Saturday, I believe. He's another one, but whatever. Sar's in play. Turner's in play. Ware's in play. Claxton is back, so let's dim Watford down a little bit. He should still get run, but just dim him a little bit. Carter's in play. If Gafford and Lively, look, let's do this. If Kai Jones starts, he's in play. If he doesn't start, then I wouldn't risk it. Nurkic, you could take a shot. Here's another one. Minutes one game. Then the next game, no minutes. So what do we think he's going to play Monday? 15? He played 15 on the 27th, 24 on the 29th. And then what do you think he's going to play on Monday? That's the game within the game. You see what I'm saying? Man, get this guy off my screen. I'm not playing him. I think that's about it. I would say Drew Tim if Claxton was out, but Claxton is back. So I think he gets backup center run over Clowney. But that's very risky. You see what I'm saying? But look, I held y'all way too long. Today was quite an unfortunate day for NBA, but what are you going to do? What can I do? I'm going to go in and get out of here. I appreciate y'all taking time to watch the video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video. Check out the Patreon, check out the channel memberships, and I'll talk to y'all later. Ciao.